Hamida says, what are the conditions under which it is permissible to pray while sitting on a chair? You're not allowed in fard prayers to sit on a chair when praying unless you're unable to stand. Why? Because standing up in fard prayer while being able to stand is a pillar. So if you neglect this pillar and you sit, though you're able to stand, your prayer is invalid. A lot of those who are elders in the community are negligent of this rule. You find them walking and doing everything on their feet without any problem. Once they come to the masjid, they immediately make takbir and sit down. Uncle, aren't you able to stand? He said, yes, I am able, but I'm old. But you're able to stand. You are not allowed to do this. In voluntary prayers, it's a different issue. The Prophet told us, ﷺ, in an authentic hadith, that the prayer of a person sitting down is half the prayer of a person standing up. So this is up to you. You want to pray sitting down? No problem. Although you are able to stand, but you want still to pray sitting down, no issues. But let it be known to you that you will only have half of the reward of a person praying standing up. So what are the conditions? The conditions is inability. If a person has a problem and he's unable to stand, whether he broke his leg, whether he has back pains, whether he gets sick and drowsy whenever he stands, he's unable to maintain his balance, you have the permission to sit down. You are unable. You are not capable of standing up. This is a legitimate reason. Someone says, I can stand up, but I cannot prostrate or I cannot bow. In this case, you have to pray standing up. When it comes to the pillar of bowing or prostrating, which you're unable to do on the ground, in this case, you may sit on a chair without any problem in doing that, insha'Allah. Sister Mahwish says, can you please explain the procedure of praying while sitting in a chair? Now, this question has two parts, let's assume. One, the part that deals with an individual praying on a chair. Two, the part dealing with an individual praying in the row in a masjid. For those praying alone, if you are unable to stand up, then you pray sitting down. You say, Allahu Akbar. I'm sitting on a chair at the moment, and I'll go a little bit back like this. So I hope the camera is not affected. So whether I'm standing or sitting, I pray my normal prayer. When it comes to ruku', if I'm standing, I offer my normal ruku'. If I'm unable to offer my normal ruku' because of a back injury, so I sit down, I say Allahu Akbar, and I bow like this, a little bit inclined to the front. Sami Allahu liman hamida, I raise up. And in sujood, again I say Allahu Akbar, but I make it a little bit more steeper. Now, a lot of the Muslims ask about the position of the hands, because sometimes you see people doing this, as if they're Superman pose. What is this? They're saying, I cannot put it on the ground, so I put it in front of me. Others bring a pillow. A third portion bring a table, and they put their hands on it. All of this is nonsense. This is innovation. The way of doing it is putting and placing your hands on your knees or on your thighs and keep them there all the time when you bow and you prostrate. So I hope this clarifies things. You do not put it in the air or on a table or on a pillow. Secondly, When I am sitting on a chair, where should I place the chair on the row? Because sometimes we find people, when they pray standing up, they are like a foot or a half or two ahead of the row. So that when they sit for prostration and for tashahhud, they sit in line with the others. Is this valid? The answer is no. If you're praying standing up, this is scenario number one, you should be standing up with the row and your chair should be at the back. Okay, Sheikh, this would affect those in the second row. This is not my business. Allah will ask me about my place in the row. If I am a foot or two ahead of the row, Allah will ask me, why did you advance? So I have to stand at the same level of the row. But if I'll be praying the whole prayer sitting down, then I have to move my chair forward so that when I'm sitting, my back is exactly in line with the shoulders and of the people in the row. So I hope this answers your question.